Hi all, it's Pig. Welcome to my quarterly video on VR's dying and be prepared for support to be lost. Let's talk about that. Alrighty, so made this video God knows how many times at this point. VR is dying. What do I mean? And this time, at least, because I've said it so many times. This time is more than just actual opinion. I've had a few videos I actually haven't released where I said, oh, VR's dying because of, VR chat and all this and stuff that never got released. I just on hard drives. But this is actually a time where there is some genuine problems for, well, a decent bit, not enough obviously for it to stick around though. VR players, for anyone who is a fan of Beat Saber, if you're playing on PSVR 2 or PSVR 1, you will no longer receive updates, and soon enough with the next update, this might have already been released by the time this video comes out. I've had this video on the backlog for a bit in scripting and everything and just trying to plan and make time to record. But VR and PlayStation, apparently, at least on PlayStation side, is dying. So, what does this mean? If you've already bought Beat Saber, every DLC, every map you've had, that will remain functional and work. Any new DLC maps that come out and playing with your friends and not cross-progression, but cross-play will no longer be functional as of whenever the next update is. I think like sometime in mid-July, I believe is what it was said in the blog post. But yeah, sadly, it sucks. I got into VR actually on the PSVR 1. Was the first headset I ever actually tried that was owned through my uncle. He had it, and I ended up trying the this weird shooter game on it where you had to use the controller still point, and one that was more so a bit of a problem but more fun was for anyone who's a fan of Until Dawn. They had a kart racing game in it. That's also where I tried failed because not kart racing. It's like a roller coaster horror game, like Dark Ride. Sorry, that's what I was thinking of, Dark Ride. It's also where I got my first taste of VR horror with the demo for Resident Evil 7 VR. Oh, and don't worry, I'm working on a thing for that here real soon. But what exactly does that all mean and everything going on for it? It spells bad news. Not in general for VR, because news came out a few weeks later about some stuff. That be the next video that comes out after this later this week. But at least for the Sony side, it kind of sucks buying that headset. Obviously, big games are still coming out. Secret of the Mimic released recently, and that game is still it was supposed to launch simultaneously VR and flat screen. Only the flat screen version launched once that came out in VR. Expect to play through and having some fun on that too, on this channel. But that's still coming. But I don't really know what else is coming for VR on PlayStation. There was a few announcements. They had like a Thief game. I believe that's coming to PlayStation, and it was the same week where a bunch of Deadpool is coming to his own VR game and such, but that's exclusive to Meta. But that's the problem. There's been a lot on PlayStation side that has been exclusive, that's not been released anywhere else, and it looks like they're just dropping the ball every time on support. So, my own thing and everything that I plan on doing, and everything that I want to do, and everything that has been on VR for myself, and everything everything that has been on PlayStation and everything I've had for VR has been, not to be yourself, but instrumental in VR's growth. The PSVR 2 is a better headset than the Quest 2 and can compete with the Quest 3. In my opinion, it's better because of the eye tracking. But you can't use it on a PC. Well, you but as far as I have not tried it. I might look into getting a used PSVR 2 and connect to PC if I can. There's been a lot of issues I've heard with it, and it's been worrying to want to get one or even try it when everything for that has just been downhill and everything has kind of sucked. And it's been the whole role of PlayStation setup. It was a great headset with great features, but it has just been missing the mark so much recently, and I hope there can be a turning point, because people be like, "Oh, that I." Yes, I do stand Meta a little bit, and their headsets are just the best price to performance you can get. My Quest 3 was only $500 when I got it, and it looks immensely better than my Vive Cosmos, or even my girlfriend. We got her a Index, and the Index, the graphics might go toe to toe, but the pixel density on Quest 3 is just significantly better. So, everything being said, I know it's a bit wonky, but I am genuinely worried about the PlayStation side of VR and hope that it gets the support that it needs, because losing Beat Saber, I know people say, oh, it's just a rhythm game, but Beat Saber is one of the most popular VR games across all platforms and such. So, all that and everything going on, it sucks, and I just hope that it gets better. And that's all this video. This video's gonna end on a somber note like that, because the only thing you can do, VR is losing a massive portion of itself with PlayStation, and I hope in every shape and form of it that it's able to recover and VR can actually grow on PlayStation and other platforms and get bigger than it has been, because it has been at a standstill. I am excited for this new Deadpool game coming out, but there really has been nothing to get me on VR. The only reason I got back on stuff was because of Secret of the Mimic, and that didn't even release VR yet. So, on that somber note, if you liked the video, like it. If you didn't, dislike it. Leave a comment down below on if you are a PlayStation VR owner. How is this, again, Beat Saber leaving affecting you? How are you? Did this make you want to make it work on PC? Because they both are capable of playing on PC, but not the best experience. Or did this make you just want to say screw it with VR and never touch it again? Or just wait and hope that Beat Games retracts and goes back on there? Because that's always a possibility. And I truly ask anyone, don't be rude, don't harass, don't go after devs, but raise concerns and have open discussions about this, because it needs to be talked about. And with that being said, join the Discord server. Have a good night, y'all.